Guys, so this morning I'm going to have a quick look through my memory chest. So this is a big wooden box that we've got in the attic where I just store things that I've collected whilst travelling and stuff from sort of my school years and college and things like that. I haven't really been through it in a long time, so when I come back I just throw things in there, and now it's kind of piled up and I think it needs sorting through. I've brought a few things with me. So last year I went travelling around Europe and Morocco, and I've brought one or two little things that I collected along the way to throw in there. But yeah, I'm just really curious to see what is actually in there. Oh my goodness, honestly, this box is so full of old photo albums. I used to have a friend in Hebden Bridge. I spent a lot of time up there. Despite being full of nutters, West Yorkshire is so beautiful. Oh my goodness me. Hold on. Oh yeah, I remember this. Somebody had woven this incredible eye or spider's web. Stepping stones across the river. This is nuts. I honestly don't remember who most of these people are anymore. It's a long time ago. Uni years. That was at Reading during my undergrad. It was a fancy dress night. I assume I'm Nurse Ratchet. And my lovely friend Daniel, looking cooler than cool, he came to visit me. We're still good friends. He's moved to Israel now. Oh, this was the trip I took with my dad to Devon for a full solar eclipse. That is the full solar eclipse in the middle of the day. Oh wow, this was my best friend Cassie. We used to run a pagan moot in Reading. Get like somewhere between 15 and 30 people each month. It was really good fun. Just kind of met down the pub and drank. Oh wow, and this is childhood birthday parties in my neighbour's garden when I was a kid. That one there is me doing a handstand. I can't believe I used to be able to do that. That is crazy. My bum hanging out of my shorts. But how 80s? Is it 80s, early 90s? We were wearing Bermuda shorts. That was not a good fashion trend. Oh my God, that's crazy. I'd love to find that girl there again. There. Her name was Charlotte. She was the daughter of our maths teacher. This is her in London at my 13th birthday party. And I don't know what happened to her. So yeah, her name was Charlotte Hood, but I don't know if she got married. I don't know if it changed, but I'd love to know where she went. Oh, that was my 13th birthday cake. I had a Garfield. I was a huge Garfield fan. Oh right, so towards the end of this are some things from Rwanda. So 50th anniversary of Primus, they had this Gooma Gooma Shake It advertising campaign. S&M, which is the brand of cigarette that I used to smoke when I was a smoker. And this, oh, I've spoken in a previous video that it used to be that the Rwandan green card literally used to be a green piece of card. And this is it. This is an original Rwandan green card. Must have the date on it somewhere. Oh, 2007. So this is a Rwandan foreigner's green card from 2007. And it literally used to be a green piece of card. Oh my goodness. So that was me when I very, very first arrived in Rwanda. And now we have foreigner identification cards. I'll show you one of those. And that was my VSO. That was my VSO identity card. Sign language researcher. Valid until 2009. I am no longer valid. I have ceased to be valid. So yeah, these are the foreigner identification cards that we have now. So they're plastic. That was at the airport the day that I first left for Rwanda in 2007. So that's Mum and Merrick on the right, Dad and Marilyn on the left, and me in the middle, just about to head to Africa for the very first time. My goodness, my hair was really, really curly back then. There's still a few blank pages in here to fill. I have to find something to put in there. Oh my goodness, that's my brother as a kid, and then all grown up. Oh, that's Will. Okay, this is really crazy. This is when I joined the local amateur dramatics. So local theatre is really popular in villages. And I joined the local Amdram group, and I was in Sinbad, which was a pantomime. So that's a play that we put on around Christmas time as a pantomime. So I played the genie in the lamp. There I am. Oh my goodness. So I was the genie in the lamp, or the genius, sorry, in the lamp. New member of the group, hasn't appeared on stage since primary school. Yeah, not that long ago. I was, what, 16 or something, if that. Currently studying for my GCSEs, so yeah, I would have been about 16. I went on to the British Record Industry Trust School of Performing Arts, so I went to the Brit School. I'm a Brit School brat, basically, and this kind of kicked it all off. And when I applied for drama school, Alex was the one who wrote my recommendation letter. So that's a really cute photo. That's my brother Will. America, my mum. I've actually come back to the UK to renew my passport, and I've just discovered these are my old passports. That one expired in May 2007. That might have been my first ever passport then, 1997, my first adult passport. Yeah, if that was 1997, I was 16. So that was my first ever passport. Yeah, so that's an exit stamp, I think, for Australia, because the only visa in here is a visa for... So yeah, I went travelling with a guy around Australia for about a year. Because at the time you could do like, if you were under 30, you could do a working tour of Australia. And it was really good. So here, if you ask them to return your passport when it's expired, they just cut a corner off and you get it back, so you get to keep all of your stamps. This one expired in 2015. Oh look, Rwanda. Oh, 2007. So this was the passport I first went to Rwanda with. That is a visa for... Anybody help me out here? What's it say? Oh, that's Armenia. That's a visa for Armenia, where I went to work for a brief period. Oh, there's another one. I went to Armenia a couple of times. A Rwandan visa, there we go. That's pretty cool. And lots of stamps for Rwanda. Loads of stamps for Rwanda. Yeah, and kind of sad, because looking back at history, the Queen won't be on my next passport because she's dead. And European Union won't be on my passport because we left. So my new blue passport is going to be very different to all of the passports I've had for the rest of my life. Clancy's Fish Pub. This was a pub in West Australia that we used to drink at quite a lot. I think they gave us a loyalty card because we drank there so much. I wonder if it still exists. Oh my goodness, this is nuts. So this is a little pot of piercings. I used to have a lot of piercings. Well, not a lot of piercings. I used to have a labret, which goes through your lower lip. And I used to have an eyebrow piercing. And I used to love wearing these with the little spikes on the end. In fact, I had piercings when I first moved to Rwanda, and it was quite funny because I was worried that they would be like funny about letting me into the country with piercings. I still got the hole here, but when I got to immigration when I very first arrived, the guy sitting at immigration, he wasn't interested in my passport. He asked me to turn over my lips so that he could see how it was attached, and then he called all of the other passport agents over to look at it. So I could have been anybody. He wasn't interested in the passport. He just really wanted to see how the piercing was attached, and we had a good laugh about it, and they let me in. Oh, no way. I think I know what this is. If you're a school child in the UK of a certain age, I think you'll know what this is. During primary school, there comes a point when all the kids' teeth start falling out, all the baby teeth fall out, and they give you a little pouch to put them in, and you put it underneath your pillow, and in the morning you used to get 50p. Or if you were really, really lucky, you get £1. So if you're squeamish, look away now, because these were my baby teeth. Oh my God, oh God. They are not in good condition. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, so these were my milk teeth. My baby teeth. Oh, that's crazy. I once caught my dad sneaking in to put the money under the pillow. It was kind of awkward. So yeah, there's a few things like that kept in baccy tins. I used to collect tobacco tins because When I was a smoker and when I was a teen, I used to have roll-ups, and you keep your tobacco in tins with Rizzlers and a lighter. So I've got quite a lot of old backy tins. What's in this one? Oh, look! Reading and Leeds Festival. Oh my God, 2002 Reading and Leeds Festival. Wow. Oh, these are my great-great-grandmother. So my dad's grandmother's amber necklace. And apparently my great-grandfather, I think he was supposed to have brought them back from Mesopotamia when he was serving in the war. And she never took them off. She always wore them. So yeah, there's amber bead necklaces, heirloom. This makes me laugh. So this is a baby book, and it's quite popular in the UK, many countries, that when you have a baby, you start like a book for them. This says from Nana and Grandad, so I think it's my dad's mum and dad. But it makes me laugh because you can see that they started to fill it out. There's like all of these like messages of congratulations. And then there's some family tree parts, and then clearly they had me and it all just got too complicated and too busy, because then they just didn't fill out anything else. There's like nothing after that. So that makes me laugh. Oh, this is pretty cool. Look, these are some old stamps from Rwanda. There's a 600 franc one with agaseki baskets. Local market, lots of gorillas, and some coups. 75 franc coup. Oh my goodness, there is a VHS in here. How the hell am I ever going to see that? I mean, oh goodness me. I wonder if we've still got a VHS player. I assume that might be an old university performance. Some more Rwandan ID cards, expired. I just kept using the same photograph on each of them. They never really cared if it was a new photo or not. So there's the ID card for me and my clones. Order of service for my undergraduate graduation. So my BA. How official sounding. The Council and Senate request the honour of your presence. You had the honour of my presence for 3 years, mate. I'm sure you'd had enough by that point. It's getting a bit messy in here. I've got loads and loads of old theatre brochures. So if you ever get the chance, Micron Theatre is a theatre company that travels the UK by canal boat along the waterways, and they set up in different pub gardens, so you can just turn up, have a beer and watch a play. They are absolutely amazing. I'll leave a link to them below. I love Micron Theatre very, very much. What else have we got in here? The Globe Theatre. That was the reconstructed theatre of Shakespeare's Globe in London. Went to see Thomas Middleton play at the Globe. Cabaret. Everybody loves Cabaret. Don't even remember what that one's about. Miss Saigon. BFG when I was a kid. Oh my goodness. Blues Brothers. Annie. Oh, Cirque du Soleil. That was, I think, was that my 30th birthday that my dad and Marilyn took me to Cirque du Soleil. They are incredible. If you ever get to see Cirque du Soleil, definitely go. I think we were at the Albert Hall for that. Oh, Les Mis. I think I went to see this one with my Auntie Helen. I have a vague recollection. Not too sure. Copy of the author. Birmingham Royal Ballet. Oh, this is where my cousin William, sorry, he used to dance for Birmingham Royal Ballet. So he trained at the Royal School of Ballet, went to Birmingham Royal Ballet, and now he's a soloist, I think, with the Royal Ballet again at Covent Garden. So he's a very, very famous ballet dancer who's won lots and lots of awards. So I shall link to him below if you want to go and see, because he's an amazing dancer. Oh, love Phantom of the Opera. Huge Phantom of the Opera fan. Yeah. Jules Holland. Oh, we went to see him at oh, that says Glastonbury Abbey. I thought it was somewhere else, but yeah, Glastonbury Abbey. Jules Holland's amazing. It's very traditional in the UK that for New Year's Eve he does hootenanny, so a big musical extravaganza on TV. And it's quite traditional if you're staying home for New Year's Eve to watch Jules Holland's hootenanny. But that was good. Oh, Cheltenham Literature Festival. Used to go there a lot with Dad and Marilyn. Huge fan of Cheltenham Literature Festival. I think I'm actually in this issue of the Writers Magazine. I feel like I'm in here thanks to my friend Adrian Magson, who I think was editing it. Yep, there I am. An old back issue of Writers Magazine. Promoting Rosy Hours, so I guess that's somewhere around 2015, December 2014. So as well as my great-grandmother's necklace, I've also got her engagement ring, I think. Yes, that's my great-grandmother's engagement ring. It's really pretty. 5 rubies. So this is a bit weird. I've got a whole load of keys and I have no idea what any of them are for. So that's weird. So here we go. I went to the Brit School of Performing Arts. Gosh, years and years ago. How to spot a Brit dog. Media student runs at an angle, haha. Dance student frequently rolls over. Drama student plays dead. Art student likes to be brushed and stroked. Production student irritated by flies. Music student quavers to ultra high pitched sound. And theatre student breed complex. Oh my goodness, so that was me at 16, I guess. Yeah, that was me at 16. And going back even further than that, this is from my high school. So when you went to high school in the UK, every student got a national record of achievement. Oh dear, it's all sort of starting to stick to itself. Northamptonshire Council. Oh my God, it's enough to send you to sleep, isn't it? I didn't enjoy school. Did anybody enjoy school? It wasn't much fun. Marion continues to work with enthusiasm and energy. Did I really? I like this. That's very kind. Marion is working towards mathematics at intermediate level. I think remedial level was closer to it. I hated maths. I still don't enjoy it. Oh. Tutor comments. Marion has shown growing maturity and ability over the past year. She's still single-minded, but is learning to listen. She is certainly a one-off and she has determination to succeed. Yeah, thanks very much. Oh goodness, that was my first ever sign language level 1. 1997. That was the year Princess Diana died. So this was the letter. Dear Marion, I'm writing to thank you for making an application to the Brit School of Performing Arts, blah blah. It is with great pleasure that I am able to offer you a place at the school for the forthcoming academic year. It was really exciting because my dad took me down for the audition. I was also a trumpet player, so I had a few music exams. Oh my God, 1993. That's nuts. 1994, so I was 13, trumpet. And I also have a whole load of these like amateur athletics from like the early 90s. And I have no idea why, because I was not athletic at all. So I don't have any idea what I was doing at 11 years old that meant I got these certificates. If anybody recognises this, please tell me what they're for. Oh my goodness, work experience certificate. If you went to a UK school in the 90s, in this case 1996, oh, it was horrible. I think I did 1 week, 2 weeks of work experience at Wyville Garden Centre. I applied for things to do with animals. I wanted to do like veterinary surgeon or something like that, but I ended up at a garden centre and it was shit. It was absolutely awful. No shade on Wyville, but like, you could tell that the staff just wanted to have a bit of a laugh at the work experience people and got them to do really crap jobs, and it was boring as hell. I can confidently say I learned absolutely nothing about work from doing work experience, but I think that our teachers enjoyed the time off. Some form of canoeing. Used to go canoeing with my dad a lot. Oh my goodness. Marion has successfully completed a one-day duty as school receptionist. I have no recollection of that at all. Apparently I also completed a 2-year course in German, and again, I know nothing. The only phrase in German that I have any memory of is "Ich mochte ein Kartoffel mit Käse," which is basically "I'd like a potato with cheese." That's the only thing that I can remember. If you're from Rwanda, you'll remember what this is. That's a Nakumat card. That was such a good supermarket, but then it went bankrupt. It was like the first really massive proper supermarket in Kigali, and I miss it every day. When you turn 21, you get the keys to, I don't know, is it the keys to the gate? The empire? The world? I don't know. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's from Marilyn's mum. Well, she was lovely. Well, that was kind of a crazy trip down memory lane. I tend to have a little ruffle through the box every couple of years when I come back. If you've got something similar in your home, let me know what you like looking back through, the memories that stand out, and let me know what your school said about you.